that said, the Rebellion are going to learn about their opponent in the Cup very soon. We will be kicking off with EC Eternal of Seattle Sounders versus Frontera Azul of San Diego FC very soon. Now, wait, Red 4. They censored the keeper's name? How? Why? What? No one censored freaking Dick Cheney's name. Why would they censor his name? Like, I'm sorry, that's absolutely insane to me. that is wild. Yeah, that's wild. Right, so one thing I'd like to do before we kick off this upcoming match is I do want to show off the bracket. Just getting that updated real quick, so just bear with me, chat, as I get that set up. So yeah, the way this season works out is we have the cup matches, the cup tournament intertwined with the league championship for each division. So we have a premier and a championship division. Each division has a league and a cup tournament. And the way we're making season 10 work out is we're basically holding the cup tournament at the same time as the league championship. So this is kind of like a soccer season where you have your cup tournaments happening at the same time as your league competition. That's what's happening here as well. So in every third week, we are going to have a cup round played out. And in between those cup rounds, we will have 2 league weeks be played out. So right now we are in our cup week. Next week will be a league week. And then the week after that will also be a league week. And in 3 weeks' time, we'll be entering into our next cup round for our next set of matches. Right, so that's the bracket updated. Just let me show that off real quick before we dive into the next match. And there you go. Steel Army losing to the Rebellion 4-0. So they go into the lower bracket, into the lower quarterfinal, where they face off against the winner of Axe and Rose versus EC Defiance, who will be playing at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. In 2 minutes, though, we will be kicking off with EC Eternal versus Frontera Azul, and the winner will face off against the Rebellion. The loser will face off against Los Verdes. Right. Chat. Good number of you have stuck around. I'm glad you guys are here. If you have any predictions for this match, feel free to drop them in. I'm curious to see what you guys have in mind for this matchup. Personally speaking, I think this is going to be a close match. As good as both of these sides have been, I'd say EC Eternal, because they have a bunch of newcomers, are still kind of inconsistent. Frontera still have that backbone from the past locals teams with Dr. Aquatic and K Doughboy, and they added a brand new player in the Divine Waffle, but he's still coming to grips with SGL, still trying to get used to the league. And you kind of say the same about EC Eternal. They have a couple of new players in Deep Sea, Philosophy Girl. They also have a Difo coming in, and they're joined by SGL veterans in Huskies and Mr. Funk. So I don't know, it's going to be tough to call, because in this cup format I could see this could go either way. I think this might go to 7, and I think EC Eternal might be going to the upper final. I just have a feeling that they will have a better handle of the alternate game modes. I think Frontera Azul will be better in the 3v3 game modes. Hell yeah, Larson, good to see you. Hey, absolutely, Nirsat. Hopefully, your boys and girls do you proud in EC Eternal. So chat, we are just about ready to go. It is 10:30. It is time to kick things off. We are going to get started very soon. Both teams are going in. EC Eternal versus Frontera Azul. Kickoff the second upper semifinal. Here we go. Who will go to the upper final and face off against the Rebellion? Lining up for EC Eternal, it is Huskies and Mr. Funk, the SGL veterans, together with Philosophy Girl, the newcomer. And on the other end, for Frontera, it is the same kind of makeup. Two veterans in K-Doughboy and Dr. Aquatic teaming up with an SGL newcomer in the Divine Waffle. And Waffle is going for a double tap, misses. Dr. Aquatic also misses. Oh my goodness, that should have been 1-0 to Frontera, but they just couldn't get the finish in. Oh, they're gonna rue those missed chances, that's for sure. EC Eternal still looking a bit slow. They still look like they're trying to settle in. This is the time for Frontera Azul to get the first goal. Great defending right there from Huskies. Loose ball. Good 50 right there from Philosophy Girl. Taking it out to the flanks and finally clearing it out to the orange half. Speaking of Philosophy Girl, she gets a nice 50. Try to get a second one, but KJ clears it out. Speaking of clearance, nice clearance right there from Huskies, taking it all the way to the orange end. Divine Waffle couldn't get a good touch. Aquatic finally takes it away. He's going to chase that ball. Could have tried center it. Couldn't get to it, though. Now Waffle keeps up the pressure. Good demos right there from both sides, but it really doesn't do much to disrupt either team. They're still going with the flow, keeping their rhythm going. So far, so good for both teams. Their rotations are looking solid, if not a bit conservative, but I get it. It's game one. You don't want to take too many chances. But when you have an incredible goal scorer like Huskies, you don't need to worry about being too conservative. Great effort right there from him, not giving up, getting back to the ball with almost zero boost, and he gets the dunk and the first goal for EC Eternal. They lead 1-0. Ooh, good kickoff right there from Frontera. KJ, though, met a rock-solid Philosophy Girl who stops that shot. And now let's see if Frontera can respond. Divine Waffle coming up, gets it off the corner, lets it go. And Huskies gets to the ball first. KJ had to go back just to make sure he doesn't get beaten. And now Frontera regroup. Philosophy Girl not giving any time to Waffle to get out. Funk setting it up in the middle, but Aquatic gets the ball first to the opposite end. He's gonna bounce it off. No, he cannot get the bounce. He gets the roll off the corner. Divine Waffle bounces it off, but it's too close to the blue goal. Divine Waffle going for a shot of his own. KJ now comes in, gets a demo at the back post. Aquatic, though, couldn't get much done with the ball. And Frontera now need to get back. Huskies going for a shot on net. Funk is right there lurking. He has a chance to get a shot. He misses. Philosophy Girl's all the way at the back. Another whip, this time from Aquatic, but he gets the nice power slide. He gets the control. He gets the touch towards the far post. He cannot get the 50, though. Good defending right there from Eternal to clear it out. And so far, after that first goal, Eternal looked pretty comfortable with their defensive shape. Doing a good job of stymieing a lot of these Frontera Azul attacks. For the most part, I mean, they've had some good moments bringing the ball forward, but they've become very predictable, just taking it to the corner. And EC Eternal have had an easy job of dealing with these attacks so far. Off the backboard, an awkward double commit, but EC Eternal have one back. They have everyone back now. Aquatic trying to go for the shot off the tight angle. KJ goes to the center. Divine Waffle cannot get to the ball. Aquatic now gets to meet it. Beats one with a lofted shot. Divine Waffle with the sound in the middle. And Aquatic finishes it off. An incredibly creative play from Frontera Azul. Aquatic touches it down to Waffle. Aquatic to Waffle, who touches it down back to Aquatic, and Aquatic equalizes with 70 seconds remaining. It's 1-1. And they really got that out of nowhere. And speaking of out of nowhere, Divine Waffle takes the lead straight out of kickoff. Nice solid kickoff right there from KJ. Divine Waffle, the first to react, just bends it past the near post and into the back of the net. And after being 1-0 down for 3 minutes and 50 seconds, they are now up 2-1. Frontera Azul landing a huge couple of sucker punches on EC Eternal, who now need to regroup. They still have time on the side to equalize. They've done it before. Can they do it again? Right now, though, just looking a little bit disheveled as Frontera starts to take control. The ball's in the blue half, centered, but too close to Philosophy Girl, who clears it out. Someone needs to take charge. Philosophy Girl misses. Fug takes over. Philosophy Girl right there, trying to touch it to Fug, who has to backtrack because he was not ready for that. And now this pass out to Divine Waffle sets up a counter, but KJ just not able to get to the ball on time. Now Aquatic goes for a big center off the backboard. No one really going for it, but a big whip lets the ball loose. KJ misses. A lot of time being wasted, but now Huskies brings it forward. Might he be able to get the equalizer? Dr. Aquatic at the right place at the right time, and then Divine Waffle seals the deal, touching the ball onto the field of play. And Frontera Azul come back from 1-0 down to win this game 2-1 and take the initiative in the upper semifinal. That was really close, yeah. But Dr. Aquatic, he was ready for that shot. Braked right on time, kept his composure, jumped up straight, got his big skyline onto that ball, was able to clear it out. That was a clutch save. Well, the lobby just freaking broke. Oh well. Gotta love this game. Well, the lobby didn't crash, but a bunch of us did get kicked out, but it's fine. We're back. Should be able to kick off very soon. Now, assessing that game one real quick. Funk, I mean, that stat board doesn't do him justice. He was still quite involved, doing a good job with the defensive organization. Everyone was pivoting around him. Philosophy Girl was very active, but towards the end, she was just losing control a little bit, not getting the key touches, whiffing more often than not. It's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, still have time. They have the chance to come back, depending on the game mode right here. We kick off game 2 in course 707. Yes, that's right. We're kicking off with drop shot. Here we go. Both sides choosing to mostly stay with the same lineup. EC Eternal make one substitution. Bug comes out for Deep Sea, and FSD Azul stick with the same trio. Philosophy Girl beating Waffle. Ball's loose. Aquatic misses, and that allows EC Eternal to get good bit of damage in the orange half. But there is a bit of an opening in the blue half. EC Eternal they need to be wary about it. They need to be careful with that little opening. Make sure that they don't concede an early goal right here. You never know if a ball starts to go towards that area. Better to be safe than sorry. Ooh, nice 50 right there in the air from Deep Sea. Philosophy Girl trying to play it to the outside, but Huskies gets the big damage and the massive opening. Frontera got to be careful now. They have to worry about that huge opening in their half. EC Eternal looks set and ready to go to get the first goal. They just have to make sure that this ball doesn't land in. And Deep Sea makes sure to get the ball away from the opening in the blue half. Frontera Azul are starting to grow into it, but EC Eternal, nice soft touch. Aquatic comes in and makes the save, but it's not over yet. Everyone from Eternal, though, kind of backing off, unfortunately. And that means they're able to at least set themselves up defensively and clear the ball out. Ooh, Doughboy with a nice touch. Waffle with the shot, and he gets the goal! All Frontera Azul needed were 4 hexes open. That's all they got right here, and they take the early lead with that small opening. 1-0 to Frontera Azul in drop shot. Meanwhile, EC Eternal at least has a massive opening, and they got another big opening in the orange half, so they have a good chance to get an equalizer right here, so they shouldn't be fretting too much with their current position. They should be fine. EC Eternal should be able to get the equalizer very soon, but Frontera Azul are doing a great job defensively. Oh no, the unfortunate ricochet, and the ball still stays out. That ball should have gone in, but it bounced out of the side of that hexagon. They're gonna rue their luck right there. And Frontera Azul get away with it. We'll see if they can take advantage of the situation. Deep Sea now going for a shot, lofted up, allows KJ to make the save. Big 50, the ball's high up. KJ trying to meet it, but Huskies get the first touch. Ball still loose. No one really going for it from the blue team, which allows Aquatic to get it away. And Divine Waffle is there to force the ball into the blue half. Philosophy Girl getting a nice touch, but the damage finally goes in from Frontera Azul. Now let's see if they can get an opening. That soft touch is dangerous. The ball rolls into the bottom of that hole. Philosophy Girl gets the equalizer. You can feel like that goal was coming, and Philosophy Girl takes full advantage of the 2 big openings. 1-1 with 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go. And right now it is all even. It may as well be 0-0. We're kicking off, from 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Good situation for both teams at this point. They have nothing to lose. They can just play their own game and not have to worry about defending an area. Indeed, Bisbo, it is still very close. It could still go either way. Doughboy going high up to meet that ball. Oh, Huskies with an unfortunate miss, and there's a big amount of damage in the blue half. Doughboy gets a nice second touch. Aquatic trying to get some more damage. There's an opening at the far edge of the blue half. And Aquatic gets it out. Gets a nice demo as well. And EC Eternal get a massive hole opening in the middle of the orange half. They're going for the shot! And Divine Waffle couldn't do enough to get the ball out. EC Eternal gets a lead straight away after opening up the big hole. 2-1 up. Might they be able to win their game 2? Unlike Steel Army. So, chat, we have to pause the game right now. There are controller issues at this time, so we're going to pause right now, and we will restart with a kickoff. Nope, okay, we're doing it live. So the overlay is not letting me go into the matchup. We're stuck in this game screen. Just waiting for the controller issues to be resolved. All right. So, We're going to restart with a kickoff. Going to make sure both teams are ready to go. Oh, unpause. There you go. Why are we not restarting with the kickoff? Okay, hold up. Restart. Ah, okay. My bad. Gonna do that again. There you go. We restart with a kickoff right here. Controller issues resolved. Here we go. Advantage for Frontera Azul, and they need that too as they search for the equalizer. Big, booming contact from Aquatic. KJ with some more damage. A huge opening in the blue half. As we enter the final minute. KJ and Co. searching for the equalizer. Doing a good job of restarting with that solid bit of play. That Philosophy Girl brings up the ball. Gets a little bit of damage, but not much more. EC Eternal are taking their defensive stats. They're establishing themselves right now at the back. Nice bit of damage right there once again from Philosophy Girl. Good bit of time wasting going on as well, but the ball's out of the blue half. And really, I'm surprised with how conservative Frontera Azul are, but I think they're just trying to play it safe and not concede a third potentially after that decent bit of damage from EC Eternal. Aquatic takes over. Gets a nice first touch. Tries to get a second touch. Doughboy now bounces it off the opposite wall, away from the goal, but a nice 50 right there. Good save from Philosophy Goal. The ball floating in. What a save from Huskies, keeping his team in this match. That save guarantees a 2-1 victory for EC Eternal, and this matchup is tied 1-1. Sorry, just making sure that everything gets taken care of, so if I'm quiet, that's why. Just making sure everything is good for Game 3. And chat, both teams are ready to go. Yeah, Shaybob, that is indeed a lot of damage. Philosophy Girl doing a great job in that drop shot game mode. And really, she was really good. Just making sure to make every touch count, get every bit of damage in. But now, she gets to take a bit of a break. She is on the bench as a Difo comes in and takes her place. And Funk comes back for Huskies. Here we go in Game 3. And Frontera Azul get the perfect start 10 seconds in. They push back EC Eternal instantly. Deep Sea tries to clear, but plays it right to Aquatic, who forces the ball into the near post with a 64 mile per hour, 103 kilometer per hour shot, courtesy of Alan's BangersOnly.com radar gun. We love you, we miss you, Alan. A little bit of an awkward moment for a Difo. Funk has to adjust. And Frontera Azul capitalize on that bit of trouble from EC Eternal. Divine Waffle should have had a goal right there in all honesty, but KJ was right there to clean up the mess and get the second goal for Frontera Azul. 2-0 to the San Diego boys. All get shot into the opposite corner. Deep Sea now tries to center it, but Aquatic and Divine Waffle combine to clear it away. KJ beats one. just gets a loose second touch, which means Funk is able to play it into the middle. Adifo putting up a good challenge right there, cutting it, trying to go for the bump. Good effort right there from him, but Aquatic is able to bring it out. Funk bit loose and open in the midfield. His teammates take care of the clearance right there. And Funk finally gets back, plays into Deep Sea. Deep Sea going for the shot! And what a goal from EC Turtle! Great pass right there from Funk. Deep Sea ready for it, and he touches that in to the near post. Divine Waffle had no chance of getting back at that. 2-1 to Frontera Azul, but EC Turtle are right back in it with an incredible goal. Chat, just as a reminder, if you see any bit of highlight that you want to clip and capture, go ahead and make that clip. We will then put it into our clip compilation, which we publish on YouTube for everyone to view. And we will also be letting our podcast host react to it in the next episode. KJ trying to create an opportunity for Frontera Azul. Good clearance though from Eternal. Funk, good backboard defending right there once again, but the ball is loose. Waffle gets his first touch and plays a pass back. Funk's there first though. Shot towards the net, but off target. Aquatic tries to clear it out. Shot's going into the net again. And Divine Waffle gets up and makes a clutch save. Good positioning right there from him. Pinches it off of the near post. And now Frontera Azul take control. Ooh, I like that touch from KJ. It's just unfortunate that Divine Waffle was playing a bit more conservatively. I get it. As a third man, you don't want to push up unnecessarily. Now the ball's loose. Adifo playing it into the open. KJ tries to get on that. Now Aquatic takes over. He has the boost to follow up. Gets a second touch off the backboard. KJ doesn't really have a good angle for a powerful shot. Still gets a shot off. And a save at the end from Funk. But now the ball's going back. EC Turtle have some work to do yet again. Adifo gets away with it right there. Barely getting his defensive touch off of the post. Not for much longer though. KJ comes in. Takes advantage of EC Turtle. Just struggling to get to the ball first. Deep Sea with zero boost. Trying to play a pass out to Funk, who was immediately underneath the ball. KJ dives right in. Gets a powerful shot and extends the lead back to 2 for Frontera Azul. And right now, the San Diego FC boys right here are doing a great job in their 3v3 games. So far, so good from them. But there's still time for EC Turtle to come back. Adifo with a clearance right there. Deep Sea now trying to take over. Good first touch. Second touch clears it out to KJ. He's trying to take control, but the ball is loose. Shot towards the far post, off target. Now Aquatic brings it out. Doesn't really get much control. Gets bumped by Adifo, but that allows the Divine Waffle to take over. Deep Sea now clears it out. Loose ball, though. It's going to be a 50. KJ with a nice touch. KJ going for it again. Aquatic has to bail out. And oh my goodness, that shot was going in. And what a save from Deep Sea. I thought that was going to be 4-1, but Deep Sea pulls out a huge save, keeping Eternal in this game 3. We are about to enter the final minute. They got to make this count. Nice pinch off the side wall from Funk. He has a chance to set up in the middle, off the backboard. Deep Sea going in for the dunk. And a clearance right there from Frontera Azul. And now they can kickstart their own attack. Loose ball to Waffle, who plays it to the corner. Aquatic takes over, fakes, lets it go for Doughboy, who misses a shot, but the ball is still in next to the blue goal. Adifo needs to be careful. He cannot get there on time. Aquatic extends the lead to 3, and with 38 seconds to go, EC Eternal are looking likely to lose this game 3 unless they get a quick kickoff goal. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to watching Kima play. We don't get to see him too often, so I really hope that Kima gets to make an appearance in this cup match. We're seeing a good bit of rotation as well from EC Eternal. But they get punished for pushing high up and trying to keep that pressure going. Funkin and Daipo both at the ball. Daipo really diving into it. Deepsy had no choice but to react, try to get his Octane on that on that ball. And Aquatic Skyline does just enough to push the ball into the opposite end and into the back of the net. 5-1 to Azul. And I think that's game 3 in the favor of FSD Azul. Might they be able to get a consolation here? Daipo doesn't get it on target. Deepsy off target himself as well. Oh, you hate to see that, chat. EC Eternal could have had a second goal, but they lose this game 5-1 in convincing fashion. Let's see how they respond to this. Let's see which extra game mode they pick. I'm going to be honest, that was one of Daipo's better games. But with that said, he's still trying to settle into this league, try to get used to playing against the better players in the championship. Deepsy and Funk didn't have too bad a game either, but this Frontera Azul team just got going in this 3v3 matchup. And unfortunately for Eternal, they've had to suffer a big 5-1 loss. Aquatic really stepping up and doing a great job. The rotations between him, Waffle, and KJ were incredible. KJ doing such a great job as a third man coming in and getting his shots off. Gets 2 well-deserved goals right there. Not gonna lie, this might go to 7 games just because EC Eternal might have the upper hand in these alternate game modes. Really, the only way this doesn't go to 7 is if Frontera wins one of these alternate game modes in one of these even games. And we are going to kick off very soon. Both teams are joining the field. Let's see what extra game mode we got. That's right, it is Hoops 2v2 basketball action. Here we go. Eternal Field, Huskies and Philosophy Girl, and Frontera Azul. Kick off with Waffle the goal scorer and Dr. Aquatic. Waffle realizing he had the chance to just get an early shot in. No one there under the basket. And Frontera Azul take an early lead right here. 1-0 to the San Diego boys. Good bit of back and forth right there. Clearances from both sides. Who's going to take charge of the ball right here? Looks like Frontera Azul take over. Huskies with a nice clearance, but Waffle gets a second chance. Aquatic with a nice challenge. Ball going in towards the net. What a save from Huskies. He enjoys playing hoops, and he's showing it right there with his good defending so far. Aquatic going for a shot off of the rim. Waffle going for the follow-up and gets his. And Frontera Azul second. Good read right there from Waffle. Gets up early enough, uses just enough of the remaining boost in his tank to get towards the ball and shoot it straight down into the basket. Frontera Azul are up 2-0, and we've yet to play a full minute of this game 4. I love me some hoops. I'm glad that EC Eternal decided to pick hoops. We'll see if they can get the first goal for their side, and they do right there. Good passing play between Philosophy Girl and Huskies. Huskies noticing that Waffle was right there, so he directs it to the backboard. The ball bounces off the box and into the basket. EC Eternal get a goal back. Uh-oh, this looks like trouble for EC Eternal. Waffle, though, just not able to get a clean shot. Aquatic coming in as well. That double commit means they need to go back. 0 boost for both players, but Aquatic gets his boost right on cue. Now he's trying to go for a shot. Bit too much oomph. Clears the basket, goes into the opposite end. Waffle getting a miss himself. Nice first touch right there. This ball is floating into the basket. Husky's not able to get there on time, and Aquatic gets his first in this game. And Frontera Azul extend their lead back to 2. We have yet to play 90 seconds of this game, and we've already got 4 goals. Frontera Azul up 3-1. This is honestly the best I've seen Divine Waffle play this season. We've heard from KJ that, from KJ past interviews, that he does have the mechs in him. He has the capacity and the potential to play some really good Rocket League. He just needs to get used to playing in a team and getting used to the dynamics. And I think now he's finally settling in and looking really good. Even in these varied game modes, he has been impressing me so far. Nice control right there. Gets a pitch off of Aquatic towards Philosophy Girl, who plays it loose. Huskies needs to get up and intervene, but he misses. And Aquatic goes for the shot. Philosophy Girl off the backboard, clears it out. Good save right there from Philosophy Girl, but it's not over yet. Huskies, some good backboard defending yet again. Cannot get the second touch, and Aquatic keeps up the pressure. Ball still loose. Divine Waffle with a shot, but there's too much power. Aquatic doesn't get a good touch. Huskies brings it to the other end, but that bounce surprises Philosophy Girl, and now Aquatic tries to get his second to no avail. And right now, I think it is Frontera Azul who are looking incredibly comfortable in this Hoops game mode. Just getting a lot of nice soft touches to get the ball over the basket, getting some decent finishes as well. And they're preventing this EC Eternal side from getting out. But now is their opportunity. Open net. Philosophy Girl just not able to adjust and get a good touch. Has to bail out. Now Huskies has to get back and defend. Good clearance. That ball clears Divine Waffle, who gets the time to settle. Dribbles it out to the corner. Both EC Eternal players commit at the corner, and now the ball's going in to the other end. It bounces off the rim. It's still up, and Huskies does just enough to clear it out. But it's not over yet. Aquatic with an awkward touch, playing it back to Waffle, who adjusts. Huskies with a shot. Nice clearance right there off of the backboard from Dr. Aquatic. Philosophy Girl misses the ball. That gives Waffle a chance to settle, and he's choosing to waste time, trying to take his time to keep the clock ticking. And EC Eternal, they're just running out of time. They're running out of chances as well. Big clearance yet again. Waffle trying to go for the touch. Oh my god, that bounce might be in their favor, but the ball bounces away off of the rim. EC Eternal get away with it right there. With less than a minute to go, EC Eternal need to find 2 goals from out of nowhere. This Frontera Azul side has been dominant in this Hoops game so far, but might this be EC Eternal's opportunity? Philosophy Girl going for a follow-up. Nice second touch, but Huskies is there. He cannot get the ball over the rim. Cannot even get the second touch. With less than 30 seconds to go, it's now or never for Eternal. They need to get this back in their favor so that they can keep the match tied up, because in the 3v3s, Frontera Azul have been dominant so far. Waffle bringing it towards the other end. The ball bounces off the bottom of the basket. Aquatic off the corner. This is floating in to the basket. What a double touch. Barely keeping it out, but the clock ticks down to 0. Frontera Azul get their break point. They're up 3-1 as we head into Game 5 and another 3v3 game. 3 v 3 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 game. K-Bob in chat asks, is it time? Wait, time for what? Oh, I see. Just look back at the chat. Who knows? It might be, yeah. This has been incredible from Frontera Azul. They're really asserting themselves. Can they keep this going? They are now on match point. We are going to be going into 3v3 where they've had their joy so far. Both sides are going in. We'll see who they bring in for their third. We'll see if they've made any subs as well. As we enter Boost Field Mall. And yes, that is right. We are going to see Kima make his first appearance in this cup match. Here we go. Frontera Azul on match point. Win this, and they're going into the upper final against the Rebellion. EC Eternal, fielding Deep Sea, Huskies, and Funk. Win this, and we're going to be going into Game 6. We'll see how Kima does. We don't get to see him too often. So we'll see how he adjusts to Aquatic and KJ. So far looking a little slow. Gets beaten by Deep Sea. Sorry, Huskies, who then falls up yet again, but Aquatic gets a big booming clearance. Now Funk needs to deal with it off the backboard. Deep Sea, though, right there to clear it away. Kima beats one, but the ball's loose. Huskies going for a shot. Touched away by Aquatic. Funk takes over. Plays it right to Kima. Now KJ slows down, goes for a dribble. Challenges Huskies. Huskies wins that 50. A neutral 50 in the midfield. Another 50. And Kima plays it out to nowhere. Funk takes over and brings it into the orange half. Liking the aggression from both sides right here. They're not really holding back. No one's trying to play conservatively. Both teams are going for it right here. Good pass right there by Aquatic to KJ. KJ going towards the net. He has a chance for a second touch, but Huskies meets him right on time, and now the ball gets pitched out to Funk. Funk towards Aquatic. Great touch from Aquatic. He dribbles it out, but Huskies, with an incredible challenge of his own, keeps up the pressure for Eternal. Deep Sea plays it to the midfield. Funk elects to stay back. Probably a wise decision. Got to be pragmatic at times, and that was one good instance where you just decide, okay, let me be safe instead of being sorry. Oh, big whip there by Kima, but no one's there to follow it up from Eternal. Funk now gets a shot off towards the far post. K-Doughboy gets a save, and now he brings it out to the other end. Big demo right there on Huskies as well. Aquatic going up. And no one gets a touch at the end. Kima doesn't get a clean contact. Gets too high a bounce. Loose ball yet again. Kima cutting, trying to get a touch. KJ beats it in the midfield, and EC Eternal get away with it. And can they get a goal? They do! Two big missed opportunities from Frontera Azul. And Huskies comes up and punishes them for it. Gets the first goal for EC Eternal in this Game 5. 1-0 to the Seattle Sounders crew. Might they be able to just get a second right there? This kickoff works out in their favor. Funk to the midfield. Huskies! What a shot from Huskies! Gets there at the perfect time. That's a pretty good setter, but I thought it was going to be too close. Kima just couldn't get to the ball. Dodges away from it at the last second. Huskies bounces it off of the corner into the back of the net. He gets his second. Eternal get their second, and they're looking good with this 2-goal lead. They are up 2-0. Aquatic. Oh, I thought he was going to keep that going, but I think the ball was just too far away from him. KJ just plays it out to Eternal. Kima doesn't get to the ball, but Aquatic now gets a big boom. Huskies is back there to see it off. And now he gets a second chance. He's going to keep it going. KJ with a nice midfield 50. Aquatic takes over. This is where he likes to take advantage of the situation, but he just gets a big miss. KJ with a big lofted pass high up. And a clearance from Deep Sea. Huskies with 0 boost, has to beat Kiba in the middle. Now Funk takes over. Beats Aquatic with that touch. Deep Sea following it up. Bounce high up in front of the orange net. No one from Eternal is following this. Oh! But Funk cuts, takes over, and extends EC Eternal lead to 3. This has been a really, really good performance of EC Eternal right here. Kiba coming in, just struggling a little bit to assert himself. He has the right ideas, just not getting the execution off. Just a bit too slow for this EC Eternal side. Sorry, against this EC Eternal side, rather. Speaking of Kiba, gets a shot off. Not on target, though. And Eternal are still up 3-0 with less than a minute to go. Might they be able to extend their lead to 4? Kiba with a nice jump, able to get a nice save. And Deep Sea keeps it up. Can he get a second touch? He cannot. Kiba clears it out. No one's there from Eternal. Sorry, from Azul. Huskies of Eternal misses, though. And it's now or never for Frontera Azul. They need to get this goal just to even stand a chance at equalizing at the end. But the clock keeps ticking. The ball is still loose. No matter what, EC Eternal have been able to deal with all of the challenges. They look pretty comfortable defensively right here. Kiba gets beat. Aquatic loses the ball as well. Huskies brings this up with a 100 boost. And it's game 5 for EC Eternal. They're not counting themselves out yet. They're keeping themselves in this matchup. They get their second win. And now it is Frontera Azul's chance to pick the game mode. Andrea, aka Philosophy Girl, at Twitch chat saying, Rumble's so ass. Well, hopefully Frontera Azul don't pick that. All right, we're going to be kicking off very soon in this game 6. Which game mode will it be? Will it be Snow Day? Will it be 2v2? No, it's a 3v3 game mode. But I doubt Frontera would pick 3v3, right? Well, we shall see. The Divine Waffle comes back in for Kiba, and EC Eternal stick with the same trio. As we are enter Neo Tokyo, you see that big boot? Yes, that is right. We are playing Rumble in Neo Tokyo. Doughboy with a nice spike right there, and the boot lets a shot off, but the shot goes off target. EC Eternal get lucky with that. Magnet coming to good use by Waffle, trying to drag it into the net, and Divine Waffle magnetizes that ball perfectly into the back of the net. Great control right there. Huskies trying his best to bump it out of the way to no avail. It is Huskies instead who gets bumped out. And Frontera Azul take the lead after 35 seconds. 1-0. Ooh, a big shot right there. Good save, though, from Deep Sea. And now the power-ups start to unfold. Ooh, the plunger right there. Great freeze power-up ball gets stopped right there just before the plunger comes into full effect. Now we'll see what the second round of power-ups will be for both of these teams. As with a bit of extra normal Rocket League, we now start to see the power-ups come out. I don't think Deep Sea intended to go with the spikes. Aquatic, though, makes good use of it. Beats one, gets booted out for his trouble. Great defending right there from Funk. And the punch clears it out to the opposite end. Divine Waffle goes for the hook, as he also gets the infinity boost applied to him. He has no way to control that. He is going to be stuck on infinite boost. Oh, big whiffs for both of the Frontera players, but no shot on target. Funk gets the tornado going. Try to control the ball and bring it to the other end, but to no avail. Doughboy gets it cleared just as the magnet power-up gets activated. Aquatic now bringing it up. Nice pass into the middle. Oh my god, what a save! The punch comes out, but Huskies holds on. And now Doughboy going for the dribble with the spikes. And Easy Eternal still do a great job of defending the net. It's still 1-0 when it easily could have been 2. It's 1-1 right now. Incredible equalizer from Deep Sea, going for the shot, waiting for the save attempt, and using the boot to kick KJ out of the way. 1-1 in Game 6. Wow. I would say that was a sucker punch, but that's more like a sucker kick right there. It's like a roundhouse kick that you least expect. And speaking of sucker punches, well, we don't get to see a boxing glove come out, but Mr. Funk brings out his hook to keep the ball in the middle, and then the plunger comes in, courtesy of, I believe that was Deep Sea. And he drags the ball into the back of the net. EC Turtle are up 2-1 in this Game 6. Not gonna lie, this match deserves to go to Game 7. Both these teams have been absolutely terrific. It has been a very even affair right here. Both teams have done a good job with their power-up usages as well. Bit of standard Rocket League right now. Good setup right there from KJ. Aquatic tries to come in to no avail, and he gets swapped out, but doesn't really get too far away. Good demo right there. Huskies try to chase, but a Divine Waffle with almost 100 boost in his tank gets it through. Deep Sea with an incredibly audacious shot attempt. Just couldn't get it into the back of the net. And now KJ with the hook, but he doesn't keep it going for too long. The ball goes loose, and Huskies is able to bring it out. Swap not on time. That is a clutch freeze. KJ brings it towards him with the plunger. And now he dribbles it out to the opposite corner. Tried to go for a pass. Just couldn't get it out. A lot of bumps. A lot of demos. A lot of chaos. And a powerful shot coming in. But Deep Sea gets there right on time to prevent a booming shot from Dr. Aquatic. Oh, great magnet activation right there, but KJ brings out the hook to catapult himself towards the ball. Oh, that freeze is so good, but the magnet's not going to work when the ball is frozen right there. And EC Eternal going to take advantage of that. Frontera get away with it, but EC Eternal still have the lead as we enter the final 30 seconds. Frontera and Azul are trying all they can, but EC Eternal have been incredible defensively. They've built a solid blue wall in front of their net, and Frontera have had a very difficult time trying to get that second goal. Oh my god, what a freeze right there once again. KJ with 0 boost takes over. Big booming hit. Aquatic gets up, beats Deep Sea, trying to go towards the back of the net. Big couple of punches. And it's a stalemate. The ball is up. It's still loose. Deep Sea brings it down eventually. Chat, we are going to Champions Field. Yeah, this has been an insane matchup, eh? Absolutely incredible. So if you're wondering what's taking a bit of time, we're still waiting for the sub to be made. There is a sub coming up. And there they are. Both teams are ready to go. Game 7. Just the way it was intended to be. Both of these sides evenly matched. Break points on either end. Here we go. Winner takes all. Frontera versus EC Turtle. Who will be going to the upper final? Oh, and I thought that was going to be the first goal for Frontera Azul. What a massive miss right there from the Divine Waffle. But he gets a second chance. Near post shot. Great save by Huskies. Another shot attempt. The net is open. And Aquatic forces it in. And he brings in the first goal of this match. Frontera Azul are up 1-0. So speaking of substitutions, no subs on the Frontera Azul end. Philosophy Girl comes in for Mr. Funk. So arguably, two full-strength teams right here. So far, Frontera Azul get an early lead, but as we've seen in this matchup already, both sides are capable of coming back when they go down. Incredible belief and determination to keep their game going. Second touch attempt right there from Huskies. Good defending. Both Funk and Deep Sea and Philosophy Girl coming up. And it's Philosophy Girl who gets the final touch. Two double commits right there. And Philosophy Girl's touch is what matters. She brings in the equalizer for EC Turtle. And it is 1-1 with barely a minute played out. It really has been a game and a matchup where both sides just react and they bring out their counterpunch. And it's just been incredible to see. No one really trying to do anything too radically different. No one trying to be too forceful. Both teams just sticking to what they're good at. And Dr. Aquatic gets the lead back for Frontera Azul. Divine Waffle with a good pass off the corner. A bit of a mess right there for EC Turtle at the back. Philosophy Girl just not able to settle in on time at the back post. Tries to rush in to get the save. Aquatic gets it past her. And Frontera Azul take the lead back. They're up 2-1. Big booming pass off the backboard. And Dr. Aquatic gets his hat trick with just more than 90 seconds played. What a start this has been for Frontera Azul in this game 7. They are now up 3-1. EC Turtle, though, they've come back from bigger deficits in the past. We'll see if they can do it again. But for now, Frontera are in a really good spot. Not gonna lie, chat, it's no surprise to see Dr. Aquatic come up with the goals. He is the sharpshooter amongst the San Diego boys in Frontera Azul. That was his role for the locals in the past several seasons, and he keeps it going with Frontera Azul as well. AJ, having a really good game himself. We haven't really talked too much about him. I know I've waxed lyrical about Divine Waffle because he's had an incredible matchup here, but KJ has had his best performance of the season as well. Doing a great job in all areas of the field. Great rotations, great comms as well. Setting up his teammates consistently, and also finishing off chances when they matter. Ooh, Divine Waffle going for a big 50. Deepsy, though, keeping his composure and getting the ball out into the midfield. And now Philosophy Girl sets up an attack, but gets met early by Dr. Aquatic. Skyline, seriously, bro, thank you so much for the 100 bits yet again. Love your generosity, much appreciated. Cowboys will lose, I'm back now. No surprise, eh? I mean, they're playing a good Detroit Lions team as well, so really, not unexpected. Nice couple of touches from KJ, but he couldn't beat Huskies. Now Deepsy keeping the pressure up. Pitch clearance attempt by Waffle, but doesn't go too far. Philosophy Girl couldn't get a shot on target. Huskies has to go back. Doesn't have the boost. Aquatic doesn't have any either, but gets a nice neutral 50. Ball going towards Deepsy, who has to let it go. And now clears it out after a weak shot attempt by the Divine Waffle. Awkward looking bump right there because the ball was going towards the net, but Aquatic deals with it. Big save right there from the Aquatic, but the ball's high up. Philosophy Girl doesn't have any boost. KJ whiffs. Deepsy now takes over, and he has the boost to set up a good chance right here. Tries to get a dunk on Aquatic, but Aquatic holds firm with his big skyline. Philosophy Girl just couldn't get a solid touch towards the orange backboard. Pops it up. Philosophy Girl follows up yet again, but now EC Eternal have come back. They've set themselves up. Huskies kind of getting faked out right there from Aquatic. Tries to go for a follow-up. Another neutral 50. Huskies now takes over. Gets the boost. Tries to play a pass. Philosophy Girl couldn't get the touch. And now Deepsy has to go back. Misses. Aquatic. Can he follow up from KJ? He's not even there. Divine Waffle's not there either. Both of those players choosing to be more conservative and defensive. But could they be inviting EC Eternal back? We shall see. And perfect timing right there. They drop back. EC Eternal push up. Deepsy with a great pass to the near post. Huskies diving right in and gets EC Eternal's second goal with 22 seconds remaining. They're only down by 1 goal. They still have time to get the equalizer. Can they do it? Or will will Frontera Azul be going to the upper final? Not like that, though. Deepsy with a high lofted shot after a really bad loose touch from Waffle. Aquatic couldn't get up to the ball on time, and the ball arcs down into the net. EC Eternal were down 3-1 for much of this match. They're now back in it. 3-3 with about 10 seconds to go. Oh my goodness! Aquatic! It had to be him! Of course, Aquatic comes up clutch! Huge 50 from KJ! Aquatic at the back post, shooting it down! Deepsy couldn't keep it out! Might this be the game winner for Frontera Azul? Might they be going to the upper final? Or will EC Eternal have another response? We are now at the final second. The ball is high up. Big clears from Aquatic, and after getting the winner, he seals the deal. Frontera Azul are going to the upper final after yet another 7-game thriller. KJ, welcome on in. What an absolute thriller of a matchup between you guys and EC Eternal. And you know what? Since we're talking about EC Eternal, Andrea, you're in here. How about we do a dual interview with both of you? How does that sound?
Dual interview? This is... Oh, boy.
If you're not comfortable, we can wait.
It's an interesting game. It was a crazy game. It got my heart completely pumping. How about you, Doughboy?
It was a terrific series, as Devin would say. It was absolute cinema. Coming down to, what was it, 4 seconds left in Game 7 for the decider. Yeah, we couldn't ask for much more entertainment value out of the series.
Okay, you at the end there, you think, okay, we're going. Oh my god, I see what you put on screen. You're thinking we're going to overtime, right? Because honestly, that's what we were thinking. Like, just hold it together. Let's get to overtime, and then we'll think about it from there.
Yeah, no, and we had been up a couple of goals in that game, so you were like, okay, hold on, just get to overtime, we can reset a little bit, and then if I remember right, I got a decent little 50 in the corner, was able to just kind of squirt the ball across the front of the goal, and Aquatic was there to clean it up for me.
Yeah, that whole sequence is a blur to me. I could not tell you what happened in the slightest. But what a game. I mean, you guys take it 4. You're staying in winner's bracket. You're playing Rebellion next week.
Yeah, we just played Rebellion a couple weeks ago in the league, and it went about how Rebellion's games have been going on so far this season. So we definitely are going to have a little bit of an uphill climb playing them in the cup. But all we can do is go out and give it a go. Try and give them as hard a series as possible. We'll have a couple of chances to kind of knock them off their game by playing extra modes. See if maybe they get a little more uncomfortable than they might in normal 3v3.
I know that for us at EC Eternal, we were looking for a little bit of sort of a revenge match. I mean, we got swept, and we were feeling like, okay, we have extra modes. We've been really good at extra modes. Let's beat them. Let's beat a team that's beat us. Let's show that maybe we've been playing it close, but haven't gotten anything, and now we're gonna flip the switch and get around. And do you guys feel like you want to do that against Rebellion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say we're gonna come out and beat them. We're gonna give it a damn good try. But they're playing the way they are in the league so far because they're a damn good team. So yeah, we definitely want to come out and we want to play a lot closer than we did in that last series, and try and take some games off them and see what we can do. Maybe we get 1 game, maybe we get 2 games, maybe we can get a little thing going on if we can catch them. Kind of, again, we're hoping the extra modes might be our chance to kind of catch them off guard and swing some momentum our way.
Another question I have is, so we win a 3v3. We win our first 3v3. Why Rumble? why Rumble?
I mean, there were only a few options left.
You could have went Hoops.
Waffle, actually, Hoops had already been played at that point.
Oh crap! You could have went 2v2 or anything. Snow day.
Actually, Waffle is a bit of a Rumble enjoyer. So, it wasn't even really a question what we were going to pick. In fact, had we lost one of the earlier games and had to pick earlier, we were going to pick Rumble.
I believe you had said before that that's what you were going to do, too. We knew it was coming, and we were like, God fucking damn it. I think we won it, though. But it was still I hate this.
I am a drop shot connoisseur. And unfortunately, Waffle is kind of against that one, so it makes Rumble our first choice coming out. But yeah, your team did very well in that Rumble game. There was the 1 goal against me that I kept having to see in the replays as we waited for the next game, where it looked like my car hit the ball, and then the server went no.
Something we've learned from practicing and hanging out at EC Eternals, we are drop shot enjoyers over here. We had a few issues. My controller kept DCing during that drop shot game. I need to get some tech issues figured out, but We pulled it through anyway, and I thought that was really great because we practiced a lot of drop shot. We have one thing that we've been doing during these cup games is we have a wheel. I've been screen sharing a wheel while we practice, and it has 3v3 4 times, and then it has rumble, drop shot, snow day, and hoops. And so we spin the wheel for what we play next, and we've just been doing that to practice extra game modes before cup games.
Nice.
And
Is it?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, I was gonna say it has warmed my heart since we've started doing this format last season in the Cup that apparently so many in SGL are enjoyers of drop shot. I consider it the best of the extra modes. So we just got to get Waffle. We got to bring him to the true faith of drop shot.
Yeah,
and we'll be good to go.
I mean, it's just so hype. There's so much last minute stuff that can happen. Like it's all like there's consolation prizes throughout it where it's like, okay, well, they scored on us, but we did a lot of damage. Like we can get a quick score next time we score quickly, or maybe we're way down, but if we can get a hole, like a small hole, and get it through that without getting much damage on us, it's right back to where it was. And so there's just a lot of nuances to it that just make it really hype. And I really love drop shot. I also love hoops. Hoops didn't go our way. We were thinking we were going to do what we did in hoops last time where we just dominated. It didn't work that way. We had one really great goal in hoops, but other than that, there wasn't really much going for us. Were you one of the ones playing hoops? I'm trying to remember.
I was absolutely not. I am not a hoops enjoyer. I'm a hoops hater. And the moment we say we are going hoops, I'm like, I am out of here. But Waffle and Aquatic played really well in the hoops game.
That was Rumble for me. I literally was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'll come back next game. I'll rotate in next game. And so that's what we did. And it worked out for us. It worked out. So, yeah, I mean, Snow Day. I'm trying to remember what actually happened in Snow Day. It's all like a blur. Were you in that one?
We didn't play Snow Day.
Oh, did we
there's
not?
no Snow Day in your matchup. It was drop shot, rumble, and hoops.
Oh yeah, okay. We didn't play Snow Day. I've watched like so much Rocket League today. I am fried.
I was trying to guess pregame what y'all were gonna pick, and I thought Snow Day would come out, but I was a little surprised not to see it.
Difo is a major Snow Day enjoyer, and it was definitely a possibility. It definitely was a possibility. But then we won one of the 3v3s, and so you guys got to pick one of the extra modes. And so we ended up not picking Snow Day.
Oh right, yeah, we lost game 5 when Kima came in. We wanted to get him a game in. He's been working hard, trying to improve. He's still like a gold level player at this point. But he's been putting the work in, so we definitely wanted to get him a game in this series.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a great game. It was the closest one I've been a part of. I mean, we at EC Eternal have been a part of some pretty close games, actually, but that was crazy. And I mean, Axe and Rose, we were on the other end of it. We were on the winning end, but I think we're gonna. I think we have another 7-game series in us. I think losers bracket, we're gonna go down, and I think we're gonna do it again. Honestly, I don't know if we'll win. I think we go 7.
Yeah, you've got the other side of the coin, or I believe you've got Steel Army for your next matchup. How are y'all feeling about that?
They have Los Verdes.
Oh, they have Los Verdes. Well, okay.
We play Los Verdes next?
In the cup.
In the cup?
I thought you said Steel Army on the broadcast. I am mistaken.
That's EC Defiance.
Oh, no, Steel... Yeah. Oh, I'm
Same
glad
thing.
for that, because Steel Army is scary.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm not going to discount Los Verdes. We had a good game with them a few weeks ago. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out with, again, you've got Steel Army and you've got Rebellion kind of at the top. And I didn't get to see the series, but I understand Rebellion kind of had their way with Steel Army tonight. Was Devitt not feeling the cinema, or what was going on there?
Yeah, Devitt,
you want a triple interview?
in chat, whilst we wait for the Scorsese was missing. Okay, sorry, it's getting late for me. Can we wrap this up? I want to ask another question, but we've taken it long. By the way, Andrea, thank you so much for getting this conversation going with KJ. It's absolutely beautiful. I was enjoying listening to both of y'all talk about this. We got to wrap it up now. The floor's both of yours. Let's start with KJ, and then we'll go to you, Andrea.
A shout out as always to the entire crew that's putting this on. So you two tonight have been terrific. I can't believe you handled 4 series with Devitt hiding in the background as the second monitor. So thank you as always. Shout out to, I saw some of the FSD Chrome players hanging out in the chat during our series. So thank y'all for popping in. And, you know, of course, shout outs to my teammates, and can't wait to do it again next week.
For me, shout outs to my team, Devitt, or not Devitt, Deep Sea, Adifo, Funk, Huskies. Y'all are great. I love you guys. I mean, Funk, Deeps, and Huskies had an amazing 3v3 game that basically got us back in that was cinema, you know? I mean, Devitt, shout out to Devitt getting that EC Defiance game in that PIP, so I can actually see how it goes, because I actually really like to watch EC Defiance and like watching them and wanting them to win, because we know them so well. Shout out to Maz for running everything today. I think it's been a really nice night of Rocket League.
Has been. It's crazy that it's gone this long too. But there you go. Well said, both of y'all. Shout outs to both of you guys as well. I'm stealing it from Devitt. Actually, no, I'm giving him credit now that you guys know. He gave you 2 shout outs for having the best series, not just tonight, but I'd argue for the whole cup round. So, you know, well done for giving us a ton of entertainment and a ton of good quality Rocket League action as well. And have yourselves a good night, both of you. Well, I don't know, Andrea, if you want to stick around for the post-match.
I think we're going to throw it to brackets, yeah.
Yeah, so you can stick around. KJ, thank you very much. Have a good night, bro. Take care.
You too.